Mocha Arcadia is an otherwise quiet community on the east bank of the Demerara River, with a population of over 4,000 persons who traditionally vote for the Partnership of National Unity and the Alliance for Change. The community has a number of commercial businesses and is also heavy into farming and cattle rearing. Initially, two communities, Mocha and Arcadia, became one in and about the 1970s. Sugarcane was the last dominant crop, but Mocha Arcadia was also a coffee plantation. Mocha is usually accessed by a 2.5-mile road. A new access road connecting that main road has now become a contentious issue, as the ruling People's Progressive Party regime says some residents are squatting on that land and in the path of progress. They want them gone. It would seem some squatters are treated differently in different places by the PPP. Some residents are convinced there is more at play here, including a businessman who some say want the land that is now Caneview, Mocha.
What took place with me, I was one of the residents over Caneville Avenue. Been living here for quite some time, and my life based on agriculture product or what we're doing. And my family is what like maintain my family and my lifestyle, because I went outside quite some time, and within that I come back here, you know what I mean, and that my life developing at present right now, you know. When I get back here, the Ministry of Housing will engage in that. They say they want to develop certain area, you know what I mean, for make it into a road, a highway road, or where it might be, or where is it, you know, and thing, right? So I was one that said that I'm having now disappointment of what I want to do, or disagreement, what I need to do, or where is it, you know what I mean? So I was always willing to like measure up within them, but then the measure up never really come to understanding within me, you know what I mean, and them sort of things, right? Because I'm living here on a build house here. Now it's not the first house I built, because I had a house here, you know what I mean, and it had a hazard now, a fire hazard, but my house was destroyed here. And it had about 3 fire attendants who like was able to come, you know what I mean, to my resistance, but they mightn't able to save the building. And manager are able to build back a building, you know what I mean, for like, you know what I mean, but it mightn't complete it. But by now it might have been completed, you know what I mean, and it didn't really like utilize how like I've been want to like think, because due to the housing come and distract, you know what I mean, my agenda, what I have to do within my personal life and everything. But within my personal life, I have certain things within, I shouldn't like declare it, you know. But then the housing or wherever it is supposed to understand it, because I measure out to them was my problem, you know what I mean, within it, and they accept that was my problem. I went into them at June. They promised me a house lot, because they first they said that they're giving me the money for my house, in which it wasn't satisfactory. It wasn't satisfying to me, but then we have a little disagreement between my family, you know, so I said I accept it, you know what I mean, and them sort of thing, they said, listen, Mr. Hyman, we can get a house lot for you, you know, me for continue business. I went to them and showed them that I is mine pigs, the amount of pigs I have in. When I drop how much they drop, you know what I mean, yeah, and then I keep 6 or 8 of them for breeding purpose. And if I like breed like, you know what I mean, 6 pigs, and every one drop like 40, the amount of money I just be accumulated, you know what I mean, within a 6-month or 4-month period. Besides that, it's mine layer. I have goat, you know what I mean, I have poultry, and plus I got catch vegetable, and I also permanent crop, you know what I mean, and then I wear this and I accept it. But despite I accept it, the way they treated me is therefore they understand that why I'm having, because the first time they sent now, I think it's last September. I went into them June, I talked to the CEO, and he said he was really proud by talking, and tell him, listen to me, this business I want to continue with it. You want this land? I'm willing to move off the land. You know what I mean? But still again, I want to continue with my business. you know what I mean, and thing, you know what I mean. So I tell him I have a grandfather now had land in somewhere in Mocha, located, you know what I mean, and the cost of the land, I asked me what's the cost of the land, I relate to them what's the cost of the land and everything to them. They said that it was understandable, you know, me they like to work within me within this. This is June, the 2nd of June. So sometime in August month now I see some police are called right in front of my place, but 3-4 police they chuck me, they do me all kind of thing. Don't come my place. I explain to the police, you know what I mean, and everything was taking place that I never disagree for moving. I is one of the person, you know what I mean, willing, you know what I mean, to move in within them so long as I being compensated the way I should. They gave me some money for my house. My house is 24 by 45. The money wasn't satisfying to me, but due to my family wise, I say takes the money and move along, or where is it, you understand? And thing. You have him what I think must be about 12 or 13 million dollars for 13 thing. But for build a structure at the time to this moment, at some, you know what I mean, 24 by 45, what I could do right now at present. They say they're looking at things as it is. But if you now look at things as it is, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, everybody look for a betterment. If you move migrate from here to somewhere, what are you looking for? Right? Yeah. But I never disagree. But then they never come to we understanding the size that, because I need a land. If you reach me for the house based on 25 years, you know what I mean, you won't tell me you won't give me no land. So I'm gonna put my house. I want money, I come to you for money. You understand people now. Want to put 35 pig, want to put my fowl, want to put my goat, want to put my, you know what I mean, these things, you know, understand, where I'm put it? It's just like looking for money. I'm not in need of money. When you need money, if people need money, I don't like drink, smoke, I need money for elevate my life, because I'm a family man. I is a man who respect in the community of Mocha Arcadia. Ask anybody but Mark Imon, we are done. Never like engaging nothing in the police. You know what I mean? Just looking for the right set example within the youth of the community. Why they can't like see to me and understand me? Anyhow, they're done. They come to break the place. Mr. Aaron asked me to come into housing with the chairman of Mocha Arcadia. Let me have a conversation. We went in, you know what I mean, he came and said, listen to me, you went, you see, we have to break this man place. The man come, waiting, he said we can send it to the senior authority. You know, if you send it to the senior authority, God, there you call Mr. Aaron, he see you on leave. Haven't I see Mr. Aaron right in Mocha Arcadia? I said, Mr. Aaron, you know what I mean? Listen to me, you say you're engaging me and you're on leave. How you in Mocha Arcadia? He didn't answer me. I went back to the chairman. He said, advise me to call him. I call him now. He said, Mr. Hyman, I'm going to talk to you later. I said, listen to me, right? How much this thing based actually by year? What doing? What living by? I was living by this thing and my life depend on this thing. You know what I mean? My life depend on what I have in my yard, you know. And my future is here. You understand? He said, ma, Mr. Anyhow, have some see call me back. Mr. I'm gonna come to break down your place. You know? He come in, I said, man, how you coming to break my uncle and nothing immortalized within me? He said, come in. Come in. I went in, he told me come in. He said, come in, we have a conversation with me, he, and his CEO. He said, well, Mr. Hyman, send your daughter. Because you already, I said I'm depot for my daughter, send everything. They say I have a plot of land before, you know what I mean? And everything. My daughter is a person who financing this place, you know. Because I was overseas and she went living here. And due to a problem within my family, I like engaged to come here. You see, you understand, you know what I mean? Everything, everybody understand. But still understand, and I don't know what can understand that happen. You know what I mean? So anyhow, I went to send my daughter Wednesday. I sent it Thursday, and yes, it was Friday with myself. And met now with the CEO. When I saw the CEO, he see me there. You know what I mean? He see me, and I talk to you, where is it, you know? And thing, but he say, yo, thing, but he sent his secretary, and she said she didn't realize that there was a problem exactly what taking place. So what happened? Because and thing, she said, listen, I'm gonna work out something for you. She said, if I give you data land, it can take too long. You know what I mean? I can give she our turnkey house and bop, you know what I mean? You might even pay or what because I can work with you. I say, okay, agree. They write up the paper, they write up all the document. You understand me? They write out all the document, forgive my daughter. Haven't said this thing like take about 2 or 3 o'clock. They get all the secretary said, man, listen, at least they're being willing to accept what we deal with. I said, Mr. Evans, he says, listen, nobody can trouble the place because you're coming to us with an understanding. You're here for like the, you know what I mean? Accept we are for what we're dealing with. He said, she stole my daughter, even leave my daughter. Nobody think, you know, my daughter's supposed to go back in the Monday morning. You understand? To deliver some money to the Central Housing and Planning. They said nobody won't ever trouble a place or what. They say I collect the money, I want everybody to understand me. I collect money for my house. I never collect no money for my agriculture basic, which is my permanent crop or my livestock. I want everybody to understand me because people misunderstanding. So I'm not against the breaking my house or I want everybody to understand me. I'm not against the breaking my house, but still I have to have security wise for maintain my feed or what I'm about or what have it because it's not limit pay. Because if you look at it, farming is one of the biggest thing and I involve it. Anybody could see it live, I involve into farming. You understand? And not only bit of pig. You understand? I had 200 some full, but they make I reduce so much of things because you know what I mean. The place like flooding right now and it's getting me like fast away because every time I go, everybody's saying yes. You know, and then what I'm saying now, if you're doing me this, I went yesterday, Miss Aaron, meet me and tell me if I tell you thanks. You know, for getting. You know, I don't know what you make I get because it's you know, I went to charge or you understand? This is my explain to Mr. Aaron, listen. Everything can be complete on Monday morning because the time period with the sales, he tell me the sales secretary is not he. The sales secretary is not he. So I don't know exactly who I got to. I said just call the CEO and I call it say I don't want the eye because you know what I mean the document is the over. What I'm trying to engage you and get full understand. If they're dealing with me who trying to engage with them, how they want the rest of people to come into them. Must be like responsible for a lot of things in Mocha Arcade, and I went around and some, you know, I get a phone call and they told me that the police and people come to break the place. So where is it? So I come around now and I come and I ask who in charge, you know what I mean? I went to the police officer, he said, look, see the man from housing. I engaged him. I said, Mr. Aaron, did you see me there yesterday? You in call me and I tell you there by the CEO. You tell me come to you, call me about 10, 5, 15 times. I said there by he said the CEO is not he. I gotta go to him. So I don't know who Mohio because the document come from the CEO. We make a decision for complete what we dealing with now. They come now for breakdown. I'm meeting on the road, you see him get a hotel for me. For accommodate me and he get some storage for me for my thing and me food. He can put it somewhere. He have, you know, my ginger and he done call the people now for break down my house. You know what I mean? And they engage to break my house down. You know what I mean? And you know, my thing was on the road. Me feed everything. I think everything must be in life to the whole of who want to see it and look at it. They was on the roadside, and I don't know why being treated so because I willing to comply with people. Why should be treated the way? I just trying to figure out that I am trying so as a farmer. You're complying with the people. I don't have nothing for joke. I have proof and evidence that I'm a farmer because I have what I have for take to being a farmer. You understand? It have what I want require for I want to do with them are doing with it. What I want more from it for understand me. Today is Saturday. From Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday my dad is supposed to come in. How they can't understand that? But they can't look at me and understand what I'm talking about. All the window, the door. Right now I can't find my passport. I can't find my that passport, my travel document. I can't find my son that travel that one. Because when I come here, the door don't back up. Everything back up and back up. Now when they London manage to break it, but then look at this shit. What happened my thing at the back? What would happen in my thing at the back? If some people got houses put a grill on it and every guy is anymore, what gonna do with them? You know what I mean? I should lay down put the roof over away. People gotta understand and like respect people, and I like to understand me because I'm not against. It's nothing political or understanding or nothing, because if it was political wise, I wouldn't be there to house in. You understand? I'm being there because I am a human and I want to be treated as a human. You understand me? If it was political wise, it would be in a difference. But I got things to prove. This is nothing political wise. I'm a man looking to make life and live and making life honestly. And if I have proof and evidence, you know what I mean, with what I have, for things. When you come inside, you can look at what I have inside my room, my feed, my pig, my food, everything. So I don't know how people might look at it political or black or white or Chinese or what. They will look at life as a human being. And I want the people to understand me. I'm being hurt and I'm being upset because I'm mistreated.
My name is Joanne. I occupy this land since 26 years now. And I have cow, pig, we're right printing it now. The pig's over at my father. The cows them is over here. Because guys who could give this land over to George Ellis for cattle rearing, for their mine livestock. Eventually, his children occupy it and other people occupy this land. For the past 26 years I live in Asa, it's like, can't remember which year, but before the APU go in power, Mr. Charles come around and turn and tell us, turn, let me make the back of the house, turn the front, and yeah, build a strong structure. We didn't have these big house. We had smaller house. They say, yeah, build big house and yeah, turn your front, so because a road gonna pass and they're gonna be your front. Okay. They engage with the residents and so. After so they back in power again, they come and they engage with all the residents on the island, as we say the island, right? All the residents from came view. And the turner said that this will be our first meeting because the road passing at the back and the noise and the dust gonna affect us. So they're gonna relocate us. We said no, the noise and the dust can't affect us because if the road going at the back of us, the noise and the dust gonna blow away, so because it's the side the breeze blowing for. Having some residents, some residents start going to housing. Housing never engage back with us, but people start going. They go in, they take the money and relocate. Who get 22,000, that was the highest money give. 22 million, that's the highest money give. And this is how they're coming down. But I cannot stand here for they tell us that they're going to give us 8 and 7 million and relocate us. What 8 and 7 million could give us when I have a business going on here, so and when you go to Third Bridge or whatever they put in you, you cannot do no business. Right? And where I carry my livestock. And this thing come from political because when Kwame Mocha and them come over here and ask us if you never have no family in the PPP, I was one tell Kwame Mocha no, and I say you is my real family but I'm not a PPP. I say you know it's not a PPP, and that is where the whole problem comes. So when they go in power, they target Came View. There's the first black people area they target. You understand? And my son Bill at the back. The turner said I don't have none for him. Who tell you to build at the back? So now as a family of my house is a 3-bedroom. Now you tell me when you relocate me back to Third Bridge, what I going to, where I going to put my livestock them, which we grew up on, which guys who could give this land for cattle rearing. Where I going to grow my livestock? And then you cannot take it with me. I can't go there with livestock because they say it's a residential area. I cannot do business there because it's not a place to business. So what I doing for my living? That's why I keep asking. That's why I say I'm not moving from here because this is my happiness and this is where I get me living and everything. My family, them, everybody is right here. Because if you look at it, I have more brothers and sisters, everybody is right over here. Well, I don't think they're supposed to break us and they never engage with us. According to the putting in the paper that they meet with us and give the opportunity and we rejecting it, they never do it. Aaron just lie. I asked Aaron, they never face with me. I never know what is the deal they have for me. Nothing. for tell me that it's so much I offering you. Because 7, 8, 10 or 1 million cannot compensate me for move me from here and carry me a location what I don't know. For I know what for developing. They have to give me, if you give me any compensation, it have to be a good compensation. Anything 30 to 50 million. Not no little million that I can't do nothing when I finish. And I sit down, what I depend on the government to come after and give me anything. They don't want nothing. They want it when they don't pass the road and relocate who they want to put here. They have no time with me. Me ain't looking at something for today, for tomorrow. I looking for something for my lifetime. You understand? I looking for something for my lifetime. They give them, they like tell them 3 months to them bill, like who accept it? They said 3 months for them bill, we're part of the thing for move. That is why they get 3 months to them bill a house and move. When they come treat me like the animals, but they don't have no regard for. They have to treat me like a human being. And not putting them threatening papers like, you know, we's banditers. So when they come in with big gun and them thing, though, they need to stop. Because we do not harass these people when they come. They need to stop it. They've turned their wrong ear when they come with big gun.
What do you think about today?
There's a Megatron they're going to frighten police. All police will count as one. They can't come in with them big guns. What do you think is criminal over here? We is not criminal. We just understand. You come speak to we understand. Yes, when we engage back with you and we tell you X, Y, Z, you just compromise with us. But you just can't say, okay, we can reinforce this upon y'all. They can't do them things. And look at who they put in. Who they put in and then putting it on social media and them thing though. It's we all Matty. It's we all Matty. So what do you think they expect? That's all. Thanks.
So I am here at Cambridge with a resident who is sharing her experience of housing, taking down the top half of the house, doing a partial compensation. So this is how she would normally navigate to get into her section of the home with her child. She got one child. So
this is going on. The break the top and left the bottom. And they want to give me want to give me more money. The money want to give me money. The mother house never action. The mother house not but still she gotta get more money. What you do to me? And when I talk the air, when I tell me I have nothing to get, and I gotta go suck a beg them for build house to me. Tell me if this real. I build this on me own. I build this. I know what I do for building. I build this on me own. I'm a cheap. But me child I go through every day. Walking up and down there. They be out of bus where she need. And they used to tell me today, oh what? I must come. Oh, why me coming for me house? Them me want to give me house. Them me want to give me money. Tell me if that's fair. A young woman like me work hard and build a house. And them me want to give me nothing. It's real unfair to people. And why y'all look into this and see what they're doing to black people like me. And young women like we too. I the only young girl on this get the house. The only young girl get something. All the rest of them is living with mother and stuff. But no, nobody want to hear about that. I say Aaron is a wicked man. And I would like for the minister to look into this and see what's going on. What me I do.
Whether or not people would have indicated that they're willing to move and to facilitate this road that the front that the ministry is pushing, they themselves would have indicated that the road alignment would not affect these houses. And to me, I didn't see any hurry in these people relocating as the pace where they want to be and the intention that the public is given that, you know, these persons being there is obstructing the alignment. If you go now and check the alignment of the road have already passed behind where these persons are actually living. And that's why I'm saying to the ministry, give these people time. It's not, you just don't come and just try to throw people out and, you know, they're not satisfied. I would have seen persons go to other community and get different treatment. And you know, the situation on Saturday was uncalled for because this is one of the particular guy, Mark Hyman, who would have indicated to me that I don't have a problem. I can move if they insisted that I'm moving, but they have to compensate me for my cattle and so forth. The day when they actually came to break down the house, there were a lot of livestock feed and so on the area, and they were going to break down the house. We tried to speak to Mr. Aaron in a civilized manner, but Mr. Aaron, I think he's the one who's actually causing most of the problem. Because every time you go, he's telling you one thing, and when you try to meet the CEO, he's telling you, well, the CEO or the minister, they're always busy, and you can't get a chance to meet with them. And Mr. Aaron, when you reach him again, it's something else he's telling you. And I would have questioned myself if there's some incentive in this for Mr. Aaron to orally move these portions out, knowing very well that the road alignment, these structure would not affect the road alignment. Like I said, I've seen in several areas, for example, in Borbis, where Mr. Lewis, for example, where one minister would have encouraging persons to go and squat on private lands, and to facilitate squatting, and then to regularize them. And that's why I'm saying, when it comes to our communities, really unfortunately, and I appreciate the President's One Guyana initiative, but you know, the actions of the ministry, and by extension, the government as a whole, because the President in a visit to our community would have indicated that he's not willing to have any discourse with the NDC. And that's the problem, that's the fundamental problem that we have. Because ministers are coming into the community, making several promises. We all know it's election time. And, you know, just to coerce persons to have a favorable outcome of those elections. And it is no matter of ours, but if you're dealing with a one Guyana, you can't have one process for one community, and then the other community, you're willing to break the houses down. And then another community in Borbis, you're telling them to go and squat on the land, and you will regularize them. And I have concerns with that. My concern is looking at the interests of these people. And you know, sometimes we normally get carried away because this is nothing about politics, this is people livelihood we're speaking about. This is livelihood for persons. And I'm sure if those persons are properly compensated, as the ministry is willing to take them off of these land, you understand? Eventually, those people will accommodate the process. My concern is not that you're moving these persons and the next morning or two, you replace them with some other business elite. And that's totally my concern. Because these are persons living there that was given these land by Gaisuku at that time to facilitate the cattle rearing and so forth. And these are persons, family that used to be working with Gaisuku on that particular area. The whole outcome is to see that persons have a happy life and they themselves are satisfied. I don't, in my personal opinion, I don't see that the presence of those persons there would affect the alignment of the road. I would have preferred, if the government wanted to see development, is to have discussion with these people. The same money that they're willing to pay these people to remove, to see that they update the structure with modern facilities, and encourage them to do business in those areas, seeing that it is just at the side of the road. And that's for those persons who are insisting that they would not move. Those that are already indicated that they're willing to move, I would like to see they properly compensated. But in the whole analysis is that the money that the government is willing to spend to remove them, and if it's for developmental purpose, because first the minister was using the word that, they want these people to remove for developmental purpose. And then next thing you hear, it is affecting the alignment of the road, which is not true, because the minister himself would have indicated that the alignment would not be affected. The structure would not be affecting the alignment of the road.
My name is Mar Garden. I live here 23 to 24 years now. And since I come over here, I doing livestock and farming. I just sell pigs, sell duck, sell eggs, and I just sell fruits, because I got a lot of fruits tree. And this is my living. I work with nobody, I work with myself all these years here. So these people come, them survey these land, number your house and everything, then told me that a road supposed to fall to the back, and we can take the back of the house, can turn the front, right? Afterward, we hear some people start going in and taking money from these people behind we back. We didn't know what going on all the time. When we do find out, because them must keep 2 meetings, we didn't keep 1 meeting. And I tell you, they got several more meetings to keep. They never come and keep no other meeting with we. This process keep going on. Some of the people keep going, taking money. We didn't know what going on all the time. We do get to find out is when it's far gone. So we keep holding, because we say we know what's going on. We live in this all these years, and if this land for sale for somebody else, we're supposed to be the first set of people forget to buy it. They tell you that it's a reserve, and we know it's not, because it gives to my grandfather and other farmers for plant grass from estate. We plant grass, the cows them start breaking and come and eat out the grass and stuff, so we condemn it. People start squat on it, we start live upon this land. This is the amount of years that we live in it. All these things them don't tell you that we don't have to move from it. Charles tell me that we have to move from it. The road got space for the road to the back while the rest of the land there. And we believe in that. So this is how it meet to this year. So now people start going in behind we back, taking money, and this is how it end up. We didn't engage with them up to now, because the things that the people that collect money told we that them house and finish. The money we then get can't finish them house. So we said that we ain't going into that. If the people them that collect money and tell you that the house and finish, and them have to come and finish it off. If we collect money, what we going into? The same thing we going into. Well, we ain't going into that. We ain't going and suffer and punish. We live in here all the years, and we live in here good, and we ain't going into that. That makes sense. We gonna punish again. We ain't going into that. Them say 3 family, then it meet to 5. It's not 5 family alone over here. One get no compensation or nothing. It's more than 5. It's over but 10 or 11 person over here, and got others who said that the money ain't enough for them and them not moving. So if them crying out that the money ain't enough for them, right? Why should we go in for fall in the same things like the rest of people? We can't go and fall in the same thing like the rest of people them. All these years we live in here, so I don't work with nobody, I work with myself. My livestock is what I live off for. Yeah, because then said that the land sold to somebody. Why we ain't get first preference to buy this land for all these years we on it? You bring somebody from out of the blues and selling them this land with we on it? That can't happen. If somebody is getting this land for buy, we got to forget what we living on for buy too. Whosoever sell them own, then got to deal with that. We got to deal with we own. This is not just about the road alone. It got space for the road, but then trying to push the road on, we forgive somebody as the land behind. But we moving from me, how long right thing and happen with we. These are then keep putting in the papers, them showing that to everybody. Like if we engage in them and we going and take these things and so, but it's not though. When they come here, so we going to speak to them and tell them we something different. When we telling them what we need or what, them telling we something different. There's Aaron is the one who doing all of this thing here, so lying to we all the time. She lies. We get it from Aaron all the time. Aaron is speaking the truth to nobody. And we know that the road I'm passing A. Anything we move from A is a set of house or a set of building or something going up here. It got space for the road behind. Whosoever sell them land and sell them house, let them deal with them. We want we land. Because we live in here, we able to go somewhere else to go and punish like the rest of people them. Oh, we not accept no money. We not accept no money, nothing. We not accept. Because we need what we got. So we not accept nothing. Some of the people, what them offer, well, me gonna offer and keep telling me coming. So we keep telling them, keep a meeting where all of us will leave here. Kind of saying it's 5, but it's not 5. It's not 5. This is what they put into the public for them think that is a small amount of people left here. So. But them lying. It's not what they put in the papers. When everybody come and see the amount of houses that's still there up here. They tell some of the people get 4 million, 3 million, 5 million, 6 million. In this cost of living here, what house they could build? I'm moving from here and going to develop area. Right? I can go and build back a boat house like this here, so, with the money what them giving me. No. Everything that I have here, I value everything 30 million. I value me place, I say me place value. With land and everything. Well, I don't know what next them got for do, but I stay telling them if I have to die for my things them, what I believe in is best though. Because this is me life. And if you're trying to take me life from me livelihood away from me, what could I do? Now best I go? Huh? It don't make sense no more. Because if 20 something years I the age and is but 15 to 19 years now. But say 15 to 19 years, I'm mining livestock. I ain't working with nobody. I work with myself. This is give me everything. And you trying to take it away from me and give me nothing. Put me on a land for just live. Where put me for do go on yard work? Go and sweep people yard? No, that can't happen. I don't know about life already. You putting me down back. Kill you can kill me when you put me down back low. You putting me back, where I come from? And that can't happen. That can't happen. I stand up for what I believe in.
In relation to the area at Caneview, Mocha, Arcadia, the government of Guyana, when they got into office in September 2020, apparently had Mocha on their mind. So they went to the community to engage the people, claiming that the road, the 4-lane highway, will be passing in the area where these people are located. However, prior to that, under the coalition government, that said area was in the process of being regularizing. So the persons were given house lots, number, and they were given instructions that they will have to turn their homes the opposite direction to face the road that will be passing at the back. But suddenly, in 2020, the PPP administration claimed that the road was passing there. Now, if you go on the ground and look at the layout of this 4-lane highway, look at the width of the bridge, look at the area that they've already cleared, you will see clearly that the road is not passing where these people are currently living. They've also engaged residents in that area on a one-on-one basis and made their own negotiations. So some of the persons took the negotiations and removed to another area. Those persons who have cattle, pigs, livestock, those persons who depend on the land for a living are the persons who have not been in any negotiation with Ministry of Housing, because they know that that area will provide economic empowerment for those people. And so the administration is bent on removing these people so that they will not benefit from the resources that they can benefit from vehicles passing up and down on that highway. I want the public to know also that those persons, if you want your pepper, achar, your fruits and all of that, you can go right there and purchase it from those set people. But the administration is so bent on ensuring that those people do not have economic empowerment that they want to remove them from the area under the disguise that a new road is coming there. Let them explain to the public why they really want to move the people from that area. Why is it that Kroll, when he had the meeting with the people, he said that the Ministry of Housing will stand all costs. Those who are doing the farming, they will be given areas for farming. Those who have their little businesses, they will give them areas where they can conduct the business. That was not followed through. Total lies. That was not followed through. And so we have the ongoing issue where they're now trying to destroy the homes of people who have their cattle, who have the livestock and all of that, and have given them nowhere to go. They're making claims that they have placed them in areas where they can go, but they must sell everything that they own. They must sell all the sheep, they must sell all the cattle. Imagine being the owner of 60 heads of cows and you gotta sell all. To go to a little, I don't know what is it, 80 by something, 100 by 80 or something, the land space. But you cannot do any cattle rearing, you cannot do anything, and that is your means of income. Do the government have a plan to maintain these families? You hear nothing about that. What happened to the person who removed? Find out from them, their homes were not fully completed with the monies they received. They have to be paying transportation to take back their children into the community so that the grandparents, the aunts, can care for these children and then take transportation to go out back to their work, go back in the afternoon and all of that. Who is standing the cost? Who is suffering? It's the ordinary people. And so we're calling on the administration to get it right. Let them say to the nation, why is it that they want the people of Mocha Arcata to remove from Caneview? The road is not passing where they are. Everybody can go on the ground and see that. Last Saturday, I received a call that the Ministry of Housing have moved in a machine to start lashing down a gentleman's home. Now, on Friday they had done that. Another home was destroyed on Friday. So they returned Saturday morning very early with a machine to go and lash down another resident home. But that resident got all his pigs, at least about 15 pigs inside a pen. He got his fowl and all of that there. He got his feed, his mattress, household items, and so still in the building, but they were going to break it. And we had to stand up against them. That is an inhumane practice that you carrying out, an administration is carrying out on an individual who depends on the land to provide for them. Where do they expect these people to take the pigs? Where do they expect the people to take the livestock? If you have not made your proper arrangement or provision for the persons to relocate these things, what are they supposed to do with it? They're not going to sell it. I would never advise anybody to sell their wealth, their resources, the thing that have to provide food for them. If this government is really honest about what they're doing, they will leave those people right there. They don't want to provide for the people. They don't want the people to have any economical empowerment. They want to have this handout, hand-me-down story that they continue in. So they probably want the people that came through to go every day and beg at Ministry of Social Protection or wherever for a hamper every week, because you're taking bread out of their mouth and not even providing a pudding after. And that's the issue we have. Well, the next steps is that I would expect that the Ministry of Housing, one, would come clean to the people of Guyana. Why is it that you really want to remove these people from Caneview area? Secondly, why should the people remove? That's a question they need to answer. These persons have been there 30 years on that said area. And again, why is it that you stop the process that had started to regularize, give these people house lots and all of that, numbers? Why is it that you decide that this should not be done? We see the road is not passing there. They have to answer those questions, and based on what they provide, then we can think about the other steps forward. Because you have to show us clearly that these people are in the path of this so-called road. And you know, it's upsetting to know that I was present at the first meeting when the engineer said to the people, the road is not passing there, it's the noise that will affect them, and that's why they must remove. That is what the engineer said at the meeting. It is the noise that will affect them, and that is why they must remove. You know, when I move around this country, you go to Covent Garden, just at the side of the primary school, there's a squatting area there. A road was constructed there, very close to the homes. Those people didn't have to remove. Those people sat in their homes, they dug up the road, the place was flooded, they did not remove them. So what is so special about the people of Mocha Arcadia that they have to remove? They need to provide the answers that we are seeking before we can say anything else about way forward. They have to provide the answers.